Hi, I'm Jason. This is your housing market update. Some people are comparing our current housing market to moments leading up to the 2008 housing market crash. Many have been talking about a real estate bubble that we may be looking at soon, meaning that the home prices will continue to go up until they drop. One fact that's come into light recently is that an estimated 12 million Americans will lose their jobless benefits in this December. So the concern is that without this financial assistance, people will not be able to pay their mortgage or pay their rent. They will either be evicted or foreclosed on, and this will hurt housing market prices. However, as this video has been made, home loan forbearances, meaning an agreement that people have with their banks to temporarily not make home loan payments, has been extended to late January 2021. This extension has bought people some more time to figure out their financial situation and possibly avoid foreclosure or short sales altogether. There are also talks of possibly extending eviction bans for a whole nother year. This might be able to buy people some time who are in a bad situation so they could bargain with their landlord, or if they lost their job, it might give them enough time to go out and find another job. Also, if there continues to be a large-scale need for further financial assistance, there may be talks of extending these policies of financial aid for people in need. Some people are comparing our current housing market to moments leading up to the 2008 housing market crash. This is when large amounts of foreclosures or bank-sold homes flooded the markets, which crashed housing prices to a rock bottom. So there are a few things that protect us from that happening again right now as our situation stands. Number one, the government has stronger restrictions on home loans. Before, when that happened, there were limited restrictions on home loans, and a lot of people who were not financially qualified took out loans that were way more expensive than they could realistically afford to pay. Also, currently, less people have ARM loans, or adjustable rate mortgage loans. Now, what this is when people start off with a teaser introduction price of their monthly payment. They start off paying a lower interest rate, and as time creeps by, whatever their contract is, like a year or 2 years later, they start paying a higher interest rate until the interest rate gets so high, the monthly payments get to a level that they cannot afford. The problem is what happened back in 2008 is that people go to their mortgage broker, and then the mortgage broker would give them the estimated monthly payment, and either he failed to explain or they failed to understand. This monthly payment would increase, and that could be a financial strain on people, and for a lot of people it was too much for them to handle. Another concern is that there are 2.7 million home loans that are currently in forbearance, and there are a ton of loans that are considered delinquent, meaning they are behind on their payments. Many people see these non-payments of home loans as a future indicator of short sales. This is when you bargain with the bank and you sell your home for less than it's worth to call off the debt. And also, people are worried that this is a future sign of forbearances, where you owe the bank so much that you get kicked out of your home, it's no longer your home, and the bank sells it to try and recoup as much money as they can. One thing that makes this situation a little bit unique is that anybody can apply for forbearance, meaning a temporary hold off on paying their home loans. In order to have a forbearance on your mortgage, all you have to do is claim that the current situation of COVID put a financial strain on your household. You don't even need to show any financial or numerical evidence of this financial hardship. So without any evidence needed, you can go to the bank and say, hey, I'm having a tough time due to this current world outbreak, and because of that, I need to hold off from paying my loan. It's usually for 6 months, and then usually you're granted roughly another 6 months, almost a full year of not paying your home loan without any penalties. And what's unique about this current situation is there's a certain number of those people that may not have any financial difficulty. They're just doing forbearance either to be safe, just in case if they may lose their job or some income in the future. And people may also be doing home loan forbearance just to not make those payments and simply hold on to the money so they can pocket as much cash as they can, not making a monthly home payment. How many of these people really need the assistance and are in a negative financial situation? And how will this affect the market? Only time will tell in the future. Another small protection that we have is that currently, if you're running into financial tough times and you own a home, unlike back in 2008, we have a very low inventory. Back in the moments leading before 2008, we had a very high inventory, meaning there are a lot of homes for sale compared to now. Right now, we have such a low inventory that at least as it stands now, when you sell your home, there's such a high demand that most likely you will profit when you sell your home, even if you're facing a financial trouble and you can't make your monthly mortgage payment. Most likely it won't change the market as quickly as it did in 2008, and it won't change the market as dramatically due to that cushion of low inventory and high demand that we have right now. That doesn't fix the problem, it doesn't prevent the problem. It could possibly buy some time for people to figure out their own situation until they could get back on their feet financially. If you have any questions about this, or hey, if you just need a good handyman, go ahead and direct message me on Instagram. My Instagram account will appear on your screen. Also, make sure you check out this playlist that I made just for you. It's a year review of the housing market for 2020, and this will be a good recap before we go into 2021. Happy holidays, you guys. Stay safe, and we'll see you on the next video.